news. Earlier this week, the Commerce Department said the U.S. economy expanded by a healthy 3% in the second quarter. Later this week, we'll get a bigger read on the economy and the state of the labor market when September's jobs report comes on Friday. But right now, let's look at the most recent weekly unemployment report. The number of Americans filing new applications for unemployment benefits fell by 4,000 last week, hitting a 4-month low. That's kind of a sign of a fairly healthy labor market, right? Vice President Harris promises to expand the labor market if she wins the election.
I will work with Congress, workers and businesses, cities and states, community groups and local leaders to reform permitting, to cut red tape, and get things moving faster. Because, look, as I said, patience may be a virtue, but not when it comes to job creation.
So on the other side, obviously, we try to cover as many perspectives as we can when it comes to growing the economy. The Republican candidate, of course, former President Trump, focusing on bringing production back via tariffs and lower corporate tax rates.
We're cutting the business tax now. We brought it down to 21%. So you could say it was over 50, but you could also say it was 39%. We got it down to 21%. Some of you great Congress people are here, and they are very, very instrumental in having done that. But now we're cutting the business tax from 21% to 15%, which makes us the most competitive tax anywhere on the planet, but only for those who make their product in the USA.
So we want to bring in the founder and president of Greer Consulting, Inc., Jason Greer. Thank you so much, Jason, for being with us. Okay, we could tackle the gigantic, ginormous national deficit. We're going to save that for later in the conversation.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it as well, despite what I have to research to try to prepare for an interview like this. I think the main thing that Americans want to know is whose plan is better. And you have some people touting former President Trump's plan. He is evidently, I mean, especially when you consider that he was president before, he has experience in these matters. He's a businessman, even with people pointing to bankruptcy and losses. He has obviously done his due diligence when it comes to business and dealing with money. On the other side, you have Vice President Harris. She's been in the vice presidential role, but maybe not as experienced in the business arena. Which plan do you think makes more money sense?
I'm going to tell you this right now. Honestly, I think that Kamala Harris's plan makes better business sense. When you look at the fact that you have Donald Trump, who really his economic plan is highly, highly leveraged in tariffs, which, let's be real, from a theoretical standpoint, it's if we impose a tariff that gives us, I'm talking us being Americans, more incentive to buy American goods, especially if American goods are cheaper than those coming from, other countries. On the other hand, you have Kamala Harris's plan that really, if you really look at it, you have Trump's plan that is heavily leveraged in tariffs, but heavily leveraged in terms of what we're going to do to force companies to do X, Y, Z. You have Kamala Harris's plan that really looks more into the nitty gritty of what's going on. If I could really give a definition of her plan, it sort of goes something like this. I feel your pain. I see your pain. I'm going to heal your pain. Whether she's trying to cap insulin at $35, whether she's trying to eradicate medical debt, whether she's trying to, give incentives for people to get new homes by giving a $25,000 bonus to them for doing that. I think that Kamala Harris's plan might make more economic sense. The tail of the tape, though, is who's going to push it. Because when you look at Trump, he can do this in terms of his tariffs without congressional support, whereas Kamala Harris needs to push this through a heavily divided, heavily partisan Congress.
And how will she pay for that plan? It's a question that she has not answered, not on MSNBC, not on the presidential debate stage. How do you think she'll pay for it, since you like it so much?
Take a look in the mirror, look at yourself, look at myself. She's going to pay for it through us in terms of is ultimately going to come down to the fact that in some form or another, she can say what she wants to about trying to lower taxes, but the only way that you can pay for this is you're going to have to heavily borrow from the United States. When you heavily borrow from the United States, you heavily borrow from the United States citizens, which means that even though she might lower costs on certain things, she might have to raise costs on other things in order to get it paid for.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.